Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Matt. Welcome back to Gold Coin Mountain as we continue my series on the Wii U. Today, I thought it'd be fun to just kind of take a look around at the Wii U eShop and Virtual Console. As here's a warning for you guys: as of I think it's May 23rd, they are not going to be allowing credit cards to be put on the Wii U eShop anymore. You can still buy gift cards and or Nintendo eShop cards and use those, but you got to get your credit cards on there before May 23rd. Just a warning. But anyway, let's take a look. Not gonna lie, the menu music that plays when you're in here, it's an absolute banger. Anyway. Alright, so here we go on the front screen of the Wii U eShop. And as you can see, these games are not new right here that they're featuring, but they're on there. So this is pretty cool. This is a good tab to come to first. Nintendo Selects. I've always thought it was a little weird that they give you the 3DS ones on here that you can't buy. You can only buy those on the 3DS. But they give you the ones for the Wii U also. So basically, if you don't know what Nintendo Selects are, it's their games for cheaper than what they originally were for. As you can see, Wind Waker's $19.99. Nintendo Land's $19.99. Do not buy it for that. You can get Nintendo Land for like $2 at GameStop or something. But yeah, as you flip through, you just got a few games for the Wii. Good games, mind you, for the Wii U that you can just get for like $20 instead of paying the full retail price. All right, backing up and coming down to the categories here. I do kind of like how you can. It says Mario games and Pokemon games, Legend of Zelda games, Kirby games. You can sort it by that. That's pretty cool. That's something you cannot do on the Switch eShop, but you should be able to. Yeah, we could click on all those, but I don't find them all that interesting. So let's go here first to the best sellers and see what we got on here. So that's funny. It looks like your first two best sellers on the Wii U are going to be Virtual Console games. Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, Metroid Prime Trilogy are the first two. We'll scroll through here. Yeah, lots of Virtual Console games just taking over the best sellers list. And I imagine that's because everyone's gotten word that it's closing, so they're trying to buy those and whatnot. Makes sense. But there is some very good games on here if that's what you're into. All right, back on the menu now. As you can see, you can go into games with demos. Games with DLC is a good one to click on right now, too, because any game that you have, or even that you don't have that you might get in the future, you want to download these DLCs before they shut down the eShop, or else you won't be able to get them. And here, I'll just show you an example. I'll go into Mario Kart 8. Just go to view downloadable content. It takes forever to load. And then, yeah, you can see here that I purchased these. I actually purchased these back in the day, not anytime recently, but you can see that I purchased them, so I've got them all downloaded. But yeah, you want to go in there and just get any free DLC that you can on any game. Even if you don't have it, if you plan on getting it sometime, I would definitely take advantage of that before they shut down the eShop, because no way to get it after that. All right, back out here on the main page. Let's go to games on sale and see what we got. SteamWorld Digs on sale for $1.99. The SteamWorld games I've played around with a little bit. They're pretty good. DuckTales Remastered is actually one that a lot of people love, and it's down to $3.74 right now. Not bad. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm not into Monster Hunter, but $7.99. That's a deal. Hello Kitty Cruisers, if you have a little kid or Hello Kitty's your thing. It's only $3.99 right now. What's crazy is the physical version of that Hello Kitty Cruisers is one of the most expensive Wii U games to find right now. And actually, that's a nice little segue into here. Let me back out real quick. So there's a few games like Game & Wario or even what's Devil's Third. You can see that I searched for it before. So Devil's Third is one of those games that's not very good, but it's rare, so collectors are way overpaying for it. But if you want to play it, you can get it digitally for $29.99, which is better than the 100 over. I think it's over 100 that it actually goes for. So definitely get it on here if you just want to play it. If you're a collector and you need to have it physically, well, you're gonna pay over $100. And then same thing with, like I said, with Game and here. Let me search Game and Wario. Yeah, so there you go. You see, Game and Wario is only $29.99 here. Physically, it's another one of those games that is crazy high in price right now. So, you know, collectors are trying to get it, but if you just want to play it, $30 in the eShop is your best way to go. All right, let's go down here to eShop exclusives. There's a couple good games in here that I saw that I wanted to mention. Here, let me scroll. So here you go, Fatal Frame. As you can see, I have it. Fatal Frame's on the Switch now, but it's actually really fun on the Wii U because you get to use the tablet as your camera in-game. It's pretty cool. I would definitely play it on here. Another one I'd recommend right here is Affordable Space Adventures. You can play it by yourself, but it's also fun if you have other people. You can do 3-player on it, which is kind of cool. There's not a whole lot of games that do 3-player. There's actually some games on the Wii U that do 5-player, which I like. So in other categories here, you have multiplayer games. I just did a video actually on the top 5 local multiplayer games on the Wii U, so make sure you check that out if you want to know which ones you should get. It has RPGs. Honestly, there's very little RPGs on the Wii U, unless you want to consider Zelda RPGs, which I guess Breath of the Wild kind of is, and that is on here. Fun on a budget. And that's just giving you, you know, low-priced games. Pushmo World's really fun. The NES Remix games are fun, too. Kind of just redoes levels from old NES games. Has you play, like one of the things it has you do is play as Luigi going backwards, so right to left, unlike their regular Mario where you go left to right, and you got to go through the whole level pretty much backwards. It's fun. But there's some other stuff on here. Fun on a budget, like it said, you know, these are low price games if you want to check any of those out. Sports games, I don't even know why it has a category for sports games. Sports games on the Wii U were horrible, to be perfectly honest. But let's see what it has. Aquamoto Racing Utopia. Never heard of that one. Some TurboGrafx 16 games. Oh, Mario Sports Mix, which is a Wii game. Mario Super Sluggers. There's Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Maybe the worst Mario Tennis game ever made. Don't buy it unless you get it for very cheap. That's my recommendation. Anyway, let's get out of this. It does have a recommended for you category. It's recommending these games to me that I already have, but you know, fair enough. I would play most of this and have played most of this. So this is my favorite part of the Wii U eShop, is the Virtual Console and how they have them divided up by their systems. You know, you can go into any one of them, click NES. It's got all your NES games. It's got Duck Hunt, and you can actually play with the Wii remote. You can play Duck Hunt with the Wii remote so that, you know, you're moving across the screen and actually shooting. It's pretty fun. But all the NES games are $4.99. You'll see as we go through these that they'll change a little bit. I'm not going to go through all of those. There's a ton of them. You can check them out if you want. And actually, a lot of them are on the Switch, Nintendo Switch Online as well. Super Nintendo, they are $7.99 each. And like I said before, with the NES, a lot of these as well are on Nintendo Switch Online. But hey, if you don't have a Switch and you need these, you can pick them up right here at an individual price. So next up is Game Boy Advance. There are some absolute monsters in this category right here. Rumor has it that the Nintendo Switch Online is getting Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color games soon. So if you want to wait for that, you can, or you can pick and choose your games that you have right here. Yeah, there's some very good games right here. Hey, Advance Wars you can play before it comes out on the Switch. Nintendo delayed it because of the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. They thought it'd be insensitive to bring it out. So if you wanted to play those early, they are right here on the Wii U. N64 is a weird one. A lot of these, I'm assuming, will be on Nintendo Switch Online. And what is actually good about the N64 games here on the Wii U, as opposed to Nintendo Switch Online, this has button mapping. So you can map your buttons to whatever you want for the N64 games. Very nice feature. You know, all the classics are here. Donkey Kong 64, Super Mario 64, Kirby 64, Mario Kart, Star Fox, Pokemon Snap, F-Zero X, Yoshi's Story, Sin and Punishment. Yeah, see, they're all here. And hey, Sin and Punishment's $11.99. I wonder why that is. Mario Golf, Bomberman 64. Yeah, ton of games on here. But I'm pretty sure that most of these, if not all of them, are going to come to Nintendo Switch Online. So, completely up to you. So this is my favorite category right here, the Nintendo DS games. Because since the DS was a two-screen system, you know, the way that this works, or way that you can change it to make it work, is the tablet would be your bottom screen for your DS, and the TV would be your top screen for the DS. And you can play like with a stylus, like what's the Kirby game on here? Canvas Curse. So you can play with the stylus just like you do on a DS, which is pretty cool. And then, you know, every other game you play that same, not with a stylus, but you can play that same way where you're just looking up at the TV, and then your second screen you can glance down at the tablet. And yeah, this is where I would recommend you buy your most games before the eShop shuts down. Just my opinion, but that's what I would say. And then last but not least, it has some Wii games that it brought into this. So Metroid Prime Trilogy, I don't know if it's going to get brought over to the Switch. A lot of people say it's going to. Some say it's not. I was safe and went ahead and bought it just in case it doesn't, because this game is super expensive if you want to try and buy it from the Wii physically. So I went ahead and bought it on here. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is another one I bought on here. I don't think that's ever coming to the Switch. I know the first one did, but I'm just guessing it's not. So, yeah, like I said, went ahead and bought that one. There's some other really good games on here. Super Paper Mario, Punch-Out! You know, the Pikmin games, when they were brought over from the GameCube with new play control. Those aren't bad choices either. You know, if you're looking for some sports game, Mario Super Sluggers, Mario Sports Mix, Wario Land Shake It, that's good. The Metroid game that everyone hates, Metroid Other M. Get it if you want. Skyward Sword. Or you can play Skyward Sword on the Switch, but that's a $60 game right now. This one's only $20. So, you know, completely up to you. Mario Strikers Charge is fun. But yeah, it's cool that they put some Wii games on there and then made them a less price for you to buy. Wait, where's... Wasn't it on here? Yeah, Rhythm Heaven Fever is one of those games that is also super expensive physically, but you can get it right here for $19.99. Plus, you know, this is coming out of HDMI when you play your Wii games on here, so they tend to look better than they do coming out of an original Wii. And then coming out of here, as we scroll down, we just have a couple more sections. Hey, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, that's another one that's super expensive physically. I would definitely recommend buying it here if you want that game. It's got, what's on the Amiibo tab? It's just games that you can use the Amiibo. Yeah. And again, here it gives you the 3DS games, which I've always thought was so weird. But, whatever. And then it does have the two spots that say, like, featured on your 3DS or featured on Nintendo Switch. So that's about it right there. A little flip through and, you know, look back at the Wii U eShop. It's a very good eShop, like just the way it's set up and everything. Oh, sorry, here we'll go to charts real quick. You can go to that. Say this is the charts. That's just recent bestsellers filtered by all, and it'll tell you, you know, what the most recent things that have sold the best are. And that includes everything, but you can come up here and filter it by either Virtual Console or Wii U downloadable software. So I'll take the Virtual Console out of it, and as you can see, the two Zelda games that are not on the Switch are the highest. Severed, Steam World, Pushmo World. So as you see, there's just a bunch of games on there that you can get, and they all have a little ribbon telling you what place they're in for, you know, being purchased. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed this little look back at the Wii U eShop. In my opinion, it's a better eShop than the Nintendo Switch. The Switch could use some work as far as what the eShop looks like, and also they could add some music, because like I said, this music is a bop, man. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.